From Lady Whistledown's last pamphlet holding way more secrets than you know, to the mystery of whether Penelope will confront Colin about his harsh insults, here are the biggest questions fans have before Bridgerton Season 3. Penelope, the mastermind behind Lady Whistledown, has always left fans on the edge of their seats. But the final scene of Season 2 has been killing people with suspense, wondering if Lady Whistledown wrote more in her last pamphlet than they got to see. See, Penelope was torn between two big choices. On one hand, she felt bad for keeping her true identity hidden from Eloise, her closest friend in the entire ton. But on the other hand, she couldn't deny the rush of power and the sweet smell of money that came with being the anonymous gossip queen. Throughout Season 2, Queen Charlotte and Eloise teamed up to unmask Lady Whistledown. But then, Penelope decided to take a break from writing altogether. Let's face it, the pressure was getting to her, and she needed to catch her breath. But in the final moments of Season 2, after going through one heartbreak after another, Penelope had a realization. She picked up that quill once again and started writing another Lady Whistledown pamphlet, but fans only caught a glimpse of what she wrote. It started off in her typical style, acknowledging how her gentle readers probably thought she was silenced. But she lets them know that they thought wrong. She added that if there's one thing people should know, it's that she cannot keep quiet for long. But right before the viewers expected to see her drop a bombshell or two, the scene cuts off. So, fans are now waiting for Season 3, hoping that they'll finally know what she said. But that's not the only mystery surrounding Whistledown, because there's a huge reason why Penelope picked that quill up again. Eloise found out that she was the real Lady Whistledown, and oh man, the chaos was real. In the grand finale of Season 2, things took a turn for the worse between the two BFFs. Penelope accidentally let too much slip while chatting with Eloise at the Featherington ball, and Eloise, being the brilliant detective that she is, started to suspect that her dear friend might just be Lady Whistledown. So what did she do? Eloise went on a mission to find evidence to confirm her suspicions, and she found everything. An argument erupted between the two. And trust me, Eloise was hurt. Lady Whistledown had bad-mouthed her in the worst ways possible, and the gossip queen made things very hard for her family in their difficult times. So here's the burning question. Will Eloise spill the beans about Penelope's secret Whistledown escapades? Sure. Eloise declared that she never wants to lay eyes on Penelope or speak to her ever again. But will Eloise let her anger and spite lead her to reveal Penelope's deepest, darkest secret? And let's not forget about the scheming Queen Charlotte, who's been relentless in her pursuit of Lady Whistledown. If Eloise spills the tea on Penelope, she would instantly become the Queen's confidant, her trusted source in the hunt for the truth. But there are cons to it too. Eloise and her big brother Benedict have a tight bond, so it wouldn't be surprising if she told him about it, instead of exposing her friend to the entire world. If she chooses to protect Penelope by keeping her secret, there's a chance that the two make it up to each other and save their bond from falling apart. But while there's a lot of drama in store for Penelope, Benedict's fate is still a huge mystery going into Season 3. The show won't be sticking to the Bridgerton book series, and will jump straight into Book 4, exploring Colin and Penelope's love story. But what does that mean for Benedict? A lot of fans thought that the show had zero plans to delve into Benedict's love life in the third season. He'd do nothing aside from consuming recreational substances, briefly attending art school, and engaging in a steamy affair with a fellow student/model named Tessa. But here's the twist. If Benedict's destined for a grand romance in Season 4, whatever his sexuality is, the show has to bring him closer to his own love story. This means that they'll have to introduce his love interest, after which their bond can begin to form, right in time for them to bloom in Season 4. But Benedict's fate isn't the only fate shrouded in mystery. Let's talk about Edwina, Kate's younger sister, who was an absolute star in disguise. She stood there, at her very own wedding, only to discover that her betrothed and her sister were secretly burning with desire for each other. Edwina was a brave woman, and taking charge of her own destiny, she simply said no to marrying Anthony. So what's next for this badass woman? It's safe to assume that she'll embark on a journey of self-discovery, but here's where it gets exciting. Anthony and Kate are confirmed for Season 3, since they tied the knot by the end of the second season, and Edwina forgave them both, just in time for the Featherington ball. Chances are, You might get to see Edwina basking in the undivided attention of someone who would cherish her like no other. I mean, Queen Charlotte's charming and still single nephew, Prince Friedrich, is still in the picture. But even if Edwina takes the forefront, Kate's still in the picture. And while talking about her character, Simone Ashley mentioned how Kate will become the Viscountess and the head of the household, something that she's super excited to witness on screen. But there's one other character who's been in the dark for quite some time now, and it's none other than Francesca. In the Bridgerton books, fans get to delve into the lives of each sibling, except for the mysterious Francesca, portrayed by Ruby Stokes. She pops in every now and then, but disappears just as quickly. In season 2 of the series, she'd make a fleeting appearance in one shot and vanish in the next. Take her greeting to Daphne at Aubrey Hall, for example. She was gone by the time the Sharmas arrived, which left fans confused. Thankfully, the novel reveals the secrets behind her mysterious absence. So fans are wondering if Francesca finally steps into the spotlight in season 3. With Daphne and Anthony happily married and the focus shifting to Benedict, it's high time that fans got to see what she's like too. Considering her similar age to Eloise in the novels, it would make perfect sense for her to emerge during Benedict's captivating season. But Bridgerton's aside, let's talk about the Featheringtons and the scandals they have yet to face in the upcoming season. Season 2 had everybody wrapped up in the mystery of Lord Featherington's mines. But then came the greatest twist of the century. Lady Portia cunningly pinned everything on him and sent him packing. But how long can her luck hold out? Plus, Jack's still in the picture, and from the looks of it, he's not going anywhere. So will he be back in season 3, looking for sweet revenge? The Featheringtons love scandals, and season 3 has created endless possibilities to land them in more trouble. Lady Portia might have enough money to keep the family afloat, but will it be enough? She's caught a glimpse of success, but will she risk everything for the attention of the Ton? It's a mystery how they will treat the family after Lord Featherington's schemes were exposed. They might treat her like a victim, but some might suspect her of having a hand in his scams, which will be a disaster. Coming back to the main lovebirds of season 3, Penelope and Colin are ready to set the screen ablaze with their romance, but they've still got some leftover drama. Everybody knows about Colin's massive blind spot when it comes to Pen's love for him, since he's always treated her with a dismissive attitude, even to her face. And let's not forget how he takes their friendship for granted while failing to see her as a potential romantic partner. Even fans were left frustrated by his cluelessness. And then in the season 2 finale, Penelope overhears Colin spewing some hurtful words about her. If you ask me, they were an absolute deal breaker. After their dance at the ball, Colin shamelessly declares to a group of men teasing him about her that he would never dream of courting Penelope Featherington. He called them mad for even thinking about it, and you can imagine what Penelope felt in that moment of rejection. But instead of crying about it, Penelope had the exact opposite reaction. She had this brand new strength, which has left fans wondering if she will confront Colin about his terrible words. She might forgive him for it, but nobody wants to see that happen without a well-deserved showdown. So there you have it. From the mystery of whether Penelope will confront Colin about his harsh insults, to Lady Whistledown's last pamphlet holding way more secrets than you know. These were the biggest questions fans have before Bridgerton Season 3.